Figure 3 illustrates a natural monopolist setting price PATC equal to the average total cost. The equilibrium quantity is PATC. The marginal cost pricing would yield the price PMC and quantity QMC. For quantity between QATC and QMC, the benefit to consumer measured by the demand curve and exceeds the cost of production measured by the marginal cost curve. This means that the deadweight loss from setting price equal to average total cost is the triangular area shown in the figure.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to present to you the question A of chapter 15. Describe two problems that arise when the regulators tell a natural monopoly that it must set a price equal to the marginal cost. Because a natural monopoly has a constant marginal cost that is less than the average cost, setting the price equal to the marginal cost means that the price is less than the average cost, so that the firm will lose money. As a result, the firm would exist the industry unless the government subsidized it. But getting revenue for such a subsidy would cause a government to raise other taxes, increasing their deadweight loss. The second problem is that it gives the monopoly no incentive to reduce the costs.
Question number 3 of chapter 16. First is a firm in monopolistic competition sells a differentiated product from its competitors. Second is a firm in monopolistic competition has marginal revenue less than price. And third is in the long run, neither a firm in monopolistic competition nor in perfect competition earns economic profit. Fourth is also in the long run, a firm in perfect competition produces at the minimum average total cost. Fifth is both a firm in monopolistic competition and a firm in perfect competition equate marginal revenue and marginal cost. Lastly, a firm in monopolistic competition charges a price above marginal cost.
Now my question is question 9 in chapter 16. My question is, for each of the following class of firms, explain which firm would be more likely to engage in advertising. So I still have two more questions. A family-owned farm or a family-owned restaurant. B. A manufacturer of forklifts, manufacturer of cars, and C. A company that invented a very reliable watch or a company that invented a less reliable watch that costs the same. So the question A is a family-owned farm or a family-owned restaurant. So my answer is a family-owned restaurant will be more likely to advertise than a family-owned farm because its products are sold in a perfectly competitive market for which there is no reason to advertise, while the restaurants are put on sold at competitive monopoly prices. In the question B, a manufacturer of the forklift or a manufacturer of cars. An automobile manufacturer is more likely to advertise than a forklift manufacturer because there is very little difference between different industrial product brands, such as forklift, while there is a bigger difference between consumer products like cars. The likelihood of returning to the advertisement may be be greater in the case of cars than in cases of forklift. Question C. A company that invented a very reliable watch or a company that invented a less reliable watch. That cost is the same amount to make. A company that invented a reliable watch is more likely to advertise than a company that invented a less reliable watch at the same cost, because it has a reliable watch will receive more repeat sales over time to cover advertising costs, while companies with a less reliable watch will not.
Hello everyone, I'm Long from Group 2. So now I will answer the question 1 in chapter 17. The question is, a large share of the world's supply of diamonds comes from Russia and South Africa. Suppose that the marginal cost of mining diamonds is contained at 1,000 per diamond, and the demand for diamonds is described by the following schedule, as you can see on the slide. So there are several questions given. So I will answer each of them. So the first question: if there were many suppliers of diamonds, what would be the price and quantity? So because when there are more suppliers, so that means the quantity of diamonds will be increased, and so as you can see on the schedule, on the demand for diamonds schedule, so the more the quantities, the larger quantity, the lower price. So, but there are two results that may happen if there are many suppliers attend the markets. So the first result that would be there's only one supplier gets the highest profit among the suppliers as its largest quantity. Because in a market, if you supply the higher quantity, so you will get the higher profit. And the second result that other suppliers have the highest equal profit that they can reach as their quantity are the same to each other. This only happens when all the firms and all the suppliers collude to each other as a cartel agreement. So as they will set the certain quantity that will get the highest price with that quantity. So in order to let all the firms that in the market or in the cartel agreements will get the highest profit, and none of them get the lower or the higher. So that will be equal for all the firms, all the suppliers. So move to the question number 2. If there were only one supplier of diamonds, what would be the price and the quantity? So if there were only one supplier, the quantity would be less and the price would be higher, because if in the markets there are only one supplier, so it will be a dominant market. So the suppliers will have the power to control the price and the quantity, and due to there's only one supplier, so they cannot produce more as the many suppliers. So this will make the demand higher because the quantity is lower, and tend to that, so the price would be higher and will be higher, so they will get more profit, and they have no competitor, so So they will say the highest profit that they can. So the question number 3, if Russia and South Africa form a cartel, what would be the price and quantity? So according to the schedule, so if Russia and South Africa form a cartel, the price and the quantity would be $6,500 and $6,500 in quantity. Yeah, it would be 6,500 diamonds. So they will lead to a highest profit that all of them can reach. And if the countries split the market evenly, what would be South Africa's version and profit? So if the countries split the market evenly, South Africa's version may increase or stay the same or even decrease, but all of that doesn't matter because the profit would increase because if the countries split the market evenly, so technically Russia and South Africa will dominate a market, so they will have the highest power in setting the price and the quantity. So next question, what will happen to South Africa's profit if it increased its production by 1,000 while Russia stuck to the cartel agreement? So if South Africa increased production by 1,000 while Russia stuck to the cartel agreement, South Africa's profit would increase because according to the prison dilemma game, so when they agree on cartel agreement, they are promised to produce that quantity, certain quantity. So in order to both them, they both benefit. So, but each of them will have tend to cheat each other because when you already know what the quantity of the other firms will produce, you can produce more production. You can increase production to get higher profit because now the quantity that you produce is exceed the other. So that means you will sell more production. That means you will sell more product and get more profit. So question D, because the firm and cartel agreement tend to cheat each other and they just only care about our profit. So apparently the firms who sign in the agreement tend to cheat each other. That's why the cartel agreements are often fail. Yeah, because they tend to want to get more profit to exceed the other to compete the other and to drive the other firms lose, and they try to get the highest share of the market. So that's why the cartel agreements are often fail. That's all from my part. Thank you for listening.
My name is Anna, and today I will present about chapter 7, and the name of chapter is oligopoly. Yeah, my question is so particularly my question is question number 4. Well, the question is consider a relation between the United States and Mexico and assume that the leaders of the two countries believe the payoffs to alternative trade policies as follows. So here we have the table where United States is blue and Mexico is white. So take a look at the table, and here we will get. So we will first the question is so first the question is what is the dominant strategy for United States, for Mexico, and I will explain. So the dominant state strategy, I think, that's the best for United States, regardless of the strategy pursued by Mexico is high tariffs, whereas Mexico is low, because it makes the United States gain $30 billion. Similarly, the strategy is best for Mexico, regardless. The strategy pursued by the United States is high tariff because it makes Mexico gain more $30 billion. So both countries get higher payoff irrespective of the strategy of the rival. So the second question is define Nash equilibrium as Nash equilibrium for the trade policy. So in the game theory, a group of players in Nash equilibrium, if each player, knowing the equilibrium strategy of the others, decide to choose a strategy that is best suited for him and her. So the first question is, in 1993, the U.S. Congress ratified the North American Free Trade Agreement, in which the United States and Mexico agreed to reduce trade barriers stimulatively. So, do the perceived payoff so he justified this approach to trade policy and explained. So, yes, the trade policy pursued the United States is justified because reducing trade barriers, thus reducing tariff rates, will benefit both countries as given by the payoffs to alternative trade policy. Both will gain $25 billion in case of low tariffs. Moreover, if any one of the players breaks the treaty, the other will pay the high tariff as a punishment. So, for the fourth question is based on the understanding you get from trade discussed in chapter 3. And now, we think that this payoff actually reflects the nation's welfare under the four possible outcomes. So, the question answers a tariff must, like any other tax, enable the government to earn revenues. Moreover, it will take the economy near to the no trade equilibrium. Out of the four possible outcomes of the payoffs to the trade policy, the upper left to the box reveals that low tariff rates increase the welfare of both countries, as both countries gain $25 billion. So, however, the lower right of the box reveals that high tariffs by both countries will make them gain only $20 billion. In the others outcome where only is defying high tariffs and the other low tariff will give less national welfare to the company that levy low tariffs. So this indicates that lowering tariffs as moving toward free trade will be a win-win situation for both the countries. Therefore, the trade policy with low tariff make both the country better off. So, this is my